All right, I have another acoustic guitar finger picking lesson for you here. And, keeping them short and sweet and trying to break them down as simple for you as possible. So I'm going to do something that's a little more, from current rock music. And, a lot of rock players incorporate classical and, country and acoustic and all kinds of things into their writing. So I like to pick out those little parts sometimes and play around with them. So this one sounds like this. So I'm going to show you that right now, and it's actually, I think it's a little simpler than it looks, but, it depends. If you want to give it a try, I'll try to break it down as simple as possible. There's your A, and this song starts on the A minor. So to begin, we're going to play the open A. It's our first note. And we're going to play this little A minor chord here at the 5th fret. So I want you to lay your first finger down over the G, B, and E strings at the 5th fret. So you're going to play this little minor chord. So we just kind of pluck one string at a time. And I'm skipping the D string. I'm not even touching that string right now. Once I get up to the high E string, and I'll show you what my right hand is doing later. We'll do a close-up shot of the right hand, like we do in all of our finger-picking exercises and lessons. So once we get up to that 5th fret high E, we want to play the next note, which is the 7th fret high E, and then back to the 5th fret. So it's open A, 7th fret, 5th fret. You see I use my 3rd finger to play that 7th fret note, and then lifted it back to my pinched chord that I'm holding right there. And then went back down the arpeggio, and then lift your hand up, play the open A, open high E. Then next note is to play your B note, which is your 2nd fret of your A string, and then your high E again. So I'm using my first finger to play that 2nd fret, hit the high E, which we'll talk about later when we do the finger picking. Then play the C, which is the 3rd fret of the A, and the high E again. So we're going bum bum bum, so it's like that part all together is. The open A again, and the high E. That's it. Okay, so when we do the close-up on the right hand, you'll see how to finger pick that. And then the next part that you want to worry about on your left hand is this weird little chord, and it goes. So that chord is 4th fret of your D string. 4th fret of your D string, hold that with your 1st finger. Okay, that's going to play that note. And the rest of them is, you want to play that little A minor triad again, but since your 1st finger is busy over here, you need to use your 3rd finger. And you have to lay your 3rd finger down over the same strings we used earlier, the G, B, and E string at the 5th fret. So we're using that, it's the same one we did earlier, we just have to use that 3rd finger so our 1st finger can be here. Okay, and then on the D string, we're going to do a little melody. Okay, so we're holding our 3rd finger down over those top strings, and then we're going to play this little melody. So we're going to play from the 4th fret, we're going to slide up to the 5th fret, back to the 4th, to the 3rd. Okay, so that's the melody. So our 1st finger is here on the 4th, our 3rd finger is laying flat. We're going to use our 2nd finger to play that 5th fret. Then remember, 5th fret, there's our 2nd finger while you're holding those other ones down with the 3rd finger. And then your first finger can walk it down to the 3rd fret. Still keeping that 3rd finger pressed down on those top strings. So just from that part, it's... Okay, so the whole thing together now, and then we'll zoom in on the right hand. So the whole thing together, starting with that first finger, try out at the A minor. Lay it down for that weird inverted chord. Then do the melody. Okay, so let's bring the camera in for a close-up shot of my left hand. I'll slow it down and show you each individual note. Like this.